Greetings, I am nothing, nobody, a resident of the Phantom Line channel, and you can call me Felinoid. Alright, this is going to be a long video because I gotta explain a few things, and then I'm going to do a tarot card reading. But in a previous video where I was explaining who Phantom Lion was, I finished it off with asking for questions for my tarot cards. And somebody asked a question related to Phantom Lion, so I'm not sure if it was related to the topic of the video or if this was actually a question to be asked of the card. So I'll answer it seriously first and then do a tarot card reading. The question is Phantom Lion a furry? Is he belong to the furry genre? The short answer is no. Okay, now the long answer, because this does take some explanation. All right, basically the furry genre is a very new genre. It starts like in the 1980s. It doesn't even get a name until the 90s. Yeah. But basically the furry genre is still very ill-defined and is not clear. It's an ongoing discussion among the furries as to what belongs to furry and what does not. That's my weakest point of my argument or claim that bronies are by definition furries. I'm just going on the current definition that furries use, but that is an evolving definition, and brony can be at any time aced out of that definition. And it is whether or not the furries actually consider bronies to be furries or not, and so it's not up to me because I'm not a furry myself. Now, basically though, one thing that the furries did make a judgment call on is something they call weirs. Basically to them, it's cute talking cartoon animal, not necessarily cartoon animals, but cutesy animals. This is fun, animals. With a personality that you can interact with, and so on. Whereas weirs are monsters. Phantom Lion is a monster. He is a weir. He is not a furry. That is one explanation. Another explanation to go into this is that, you could also consider Phantom Lion to be another, belonging to another subgenre that furries have defined as to being an outgroup, not part of the furry fandom. Furry genre is something called humans in animal suits. All right, if you consider Phantom Lion like that, human in animal suit. Now, this is not a codified subgenre, but this is something that the furries are still clearing out. This is still being, flushing out. But it's an idea that the only thing that makes something a anthropomorphic animal is that their physical appearance is anthropomorphic, and from there on they're not even trying to conform to anything that would be stereotypically furry. Then it's a human in an animal costume. Again, Phantom Lion doesn't necessarily fit into anything that would be considered furry, but he also doesn't fit into human in an animal costume so much because he's trying to be a monster. All right, but if you don't think of him as a monster, then you think of him as a human in an animal costume. Either way, not a furry. So there is that. Okay. Now, another thing is that I've been drinking beer lately. It's just something I've not done when I was a kid. It's like there's a discussion. It's like everybody drinks a little beer before they're 21, and I'm like, well, I haven't actually. I stayed away from this stuff. All right, and it's like, so I'm only in my 40s, and I'm actually starting to drink beer. I forget that this camera is set to be in my perspective to work right, for tarot card reading. Okay, so I have to be able to read it. I can read upside down. So anyway, okay, this is a beer. All right, now I like to make the personality of a beer conform to a friend of mine. So see which friend this beer conforms to, but this is pretty generic. This is like a nothing and nobody beer. I mean, who the fuck is a nothing nobody? Huh? Oh. So I don't know. It's just this is a generic. This is a hipster beer. All right, which is fine. You know, they're all hipster beer, but it's a nothing. It's got nothing to it. It's just name tag. So basically, it's the butt wiper of hipster douchebag beers. Okay, so let's take a look at this. And it's piss water. You're fucking kidding me. A generic no name and it's piss water. Not even fucking trying? Ugh. God damn. It even tastes like the piss water beers. Well, whatever. Just to so you know, beer acts as blood thinner. When you have high blood pressure, they put you on blood pressure medication. Well, my medical has been messed with. This is now my blood pressure medication. I joke not. Okay. Fuck it, you know? I'm not even gonna fucking bother.